All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to just kind of how you walk through the MyLab stuff. And I'm talking about, you should be able to see my screen now. We're talking about the interactive assignments and then the guided notebooks that you're going to be filling out as you complete the interactive assignments. So first, let's do this. I'm going to open up, let's do 3.1. So I'm going to open up the 3.1 guided notebook. Let me see, where is it here? Okay. So you guys are gonna print these. And then what you're gonna want to do is separate the sections. Section 3.1 begins on page 57 and it goes until page 64. Okay. And that's all I want for that section. You're gonna end up taking pictures of these. I'll talk about that in just a minute, but you make sure you don't submit anything else except for section 3.1 if you're working on section 3.1. Okay, so I'm going to keep this up over on the side and let's do this. And let's go back down. Okay, so let's go to the interactive assignment. All right, in this particular section, it has a preparing for section 3.1. There's 5 questions there. I'll show you kind of how this looks. So basically, when you go in here, it's going to take us to MyLab. It's going to open up some MyLab questions for you, and there's just 5 of them. This won't take very long. So you're just um, supposed to review these things, and these particular questions should help prepare you for this section that we're on. Okay, won't take too long. All right, next. The interactive assignment. This is where most of the learning takes place. So let me show you what one of those looks like. Again, make sure you're using Chrome, the Chrome browser. All right, so you can see we have the label up here. It's worth 34 points. You can see your score accumulate, and then you can click Get Started if you want, or you can just go down here and just start clicking away. So here we go. So the idea is that you're going to read through this. This is essentially your textbook kind of combined with videos. So you can see, for example, let me show you this. I'll just start it and pause it in just a minute.
When we look at a distribution of data, we should consider 3 characteristics of the distribution: shape, center, and spread.
Okay, this is a short 2.5-minute video. Now, if you go back to our section 3.1 guided notebook that you're going to be filling out as you work through this stuff in the interactive assignment, you'll notice the first thing it says is answer the following after watching the video. We're in objective 1. That's where we're at right now. So you watch the video and then you answer these questions. Okay? All right, so this ties perfectly, the guided notebook ties perfectly with the interactive assignment. Whatever it says to do, if it's watch a video, if it's do an example, you got to work through this whole thing. Just follow along. It goes hand in hand. Okay. And when you write these out, again, there's very specific instructions. You can use an iPad if you want with a stylus, but you can't use a mechanical typing of any kind. So you have to use like a stylus, or you could just do old school paper and pencil. All right. So what do these things look like? So let's keep going. Objective 1, determine the arithmetic mean of a variable from raw data. You can see you're going to want to read through this. You're going to be taking notes as you go over here, talking about stuff. And let's see if I can find an example for you. Here's another short video. Let's keep going. Still on objective 1. Okay, here's an example. They're asking you to compute the population mean mu. So here is the problem, and then they give you this table, and they want you to answer these three questions. Here's the awesome thing about this. Now, you saw this on my syllabus. They're going to show you either how to do it by hand. You can also do it using StatCrunch. So if you click by hand, there'll be a video solution that'll just walk you through the whole problem. It's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. If you click StatCrunch, they'll walk you through the same problem using StatCrunch. In fact, they'll tell you exactly what buttons to press in StatCrunch. I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned StatCrunch on the syllabus, but StatCrunch is this third-party software we're going to be using. So I should probably show you how to open that. So let's see. Yeah, on this one we can't. Let's see. I'll show you later. We can just go to StatCrunch actually. So StatCrunch. So StatCrunch is this kind of third-party program, works with MyLab. And when you sign up for this course, you were given access to StatCrunch. It comes along with MyLab. So you're going to use your Canvas username and Canvas password and click sign in. So here, I'll show you what StatCrunch looks like. When you sign in, look something like this. Just click open StatCrunch, and now we're in. It's basically kind of looks like Excel, but it's got a bunch of physics or statistics stuff for us to use. In any case, when you guys work through these problems right there where it says StatCrunch, you'll be able to use that software to maybe solve the problem a little faster than doing it by hand. Okay? All right. Also, you have a text solution. If you just feel like reading the solution, you can do that over there. So lots of ways to figure out the answers to these questions. Of course, we're not going to be using the TI-83 or Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you can see as we work down, we're getting these check marks. And then the next one below, these are worth points. So this assignment in total is worth 34 points. So they ask you to do some stuff here. It's just like the example they showed previously. And if you need more help, you can click view an example. It'll pop up a problem just like it. Click continue. It'll kind of walk you through it. Also, if you need a calculator, there's one there. Oh, here's StatCrunch. That'll open StatCrunch for you. And then this one's nice. If you want to ask me a question about this particular problem that you're stuck on, and you want to send me an email, it can be kind of a pain because you're going to have to explain the whole problem to me. If you click here, it'll actually send me, it'll send me a copy of the question. Because I have a teacher account. Yep. Okay. Got to switch back. In any case, it'll send me a copy of the question. And at that point, it'll be much easier for me to understand what you're doing. Okay. All right. Let me go back. 3.1 interactive assignment. Okay. The rest, I think you guys can kind of figure it out on your own. The guided notebook I showed you, you're going to be submitting that. If you click here, as far as submitting your guided notebook, I wrote some instructions here for you. And I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting. Yeah. 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 Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me turn off. Let me go outside. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. All right, sorry guys, another teacher needed me there. Okay, so this is a tutorial on how to submit your notebooks to Canvas for grading. I need you to read through this carefully because what's going to happen is I would say most students aren't going to read through this carefully and they're going to get a bad grade. And then I'm going to say, hey, go back and read this carefully. And then they'll resubmit the assignment. So let's save ourselves some time and just read through this carefully the first time. There's some very strict requirements on these guided notebooks. Again, it's kind of the trade-off of not having exams. I expect high quality notebooks from you guys. Once you get used to it though, it's not that bad. And as far as submitting, you're going to be using your phone. So I have instructions there for iOS and for Android. And this is also really important. Once you submit using your phone, you need to check what was submitted because sometimes when you submit something, something goes sideways or papers get out of order. And if you do that, uh, you might not get any credit if it's not in order. I'm expecting it to be kind of perfect, okay? But all you have to do is just check your submissions. So to check your submissions, all you have to do, well, I'll give you the instructions there. You just click on the assignment and then there it is right there. Just follow the instructions there. Okay. And where was I? Okay, that's it for the guided notebooks. Okay, so you do these together. And lastly, the MyLab problems. Okay, so in the MyLab problems, it's like the interactive assignment, but there's no videos or anything. It's just some problems to work through. You've got 22. You can do as many as you want. I mean, the more you get, the higher the percentage. Again, if you're going for 100% of the class, then you should do everything because every student could get 100% in the class if they wanted to because there's no exams. You just have to keep going until you get all the problems right. But if you want to stop short, that's okay too. All right, so let's take a look at one of these. Looks very similar to what's in the interactive assignment. Some of them multiple choice, some of them not. Let's see. Here's a question. If I click there, oh, okay. So here's some data and they're asking you to draw a frequency diagram and you have to choose which one is correct. And I'll show you this. See that little button right there? That little button will allow you to upload the data into StackCrunch without having to type all this in. So let me show you. See if this works. Oh, okay. So I accidentally got signed out. So let me sign back in again. Should only need to sign in once a day. Okay, so now that I'm in, now if I click open in StackCrunch, it loads all the data in. Okay, and then you can use that with the instructions in the interactive assignment to figure out which of these graphs is correct. All right, you can see the buttons down here are all the same. Play around with it. If you got any questions, let me know. Yeah, my teacher account's kind of messed up. In any case, I think I will leave you with that. And if you have any questions, make sure to reach